a Cosmos-themed essence, and Halloween. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. We've got a normal amount of things to talk about today. Last week was a little bit crazy. Happy Halloween to all of you guys, because this week it's Halloween. Let's begin and talk about what we're going to get this week. So this week we're getting Season 39 Essence 3. Feels like it wasn't too long ago that we had Essence 2, but okay. In this essence, we're getting the S tier Fool's Gold skin called Fallen Star. This is an awesome looking skin with an awesome looking jacket. I kind of want this jacket in real life. It looks really, really cool. There's some cool Cosmos effects where it's kind of filtering off or disappearing at the end of it. I do like this effect. I feel like we've had this effect on a different skin. Vaguely reminds me of like a Psychologist skin maybe that has something similar to it. Very, very cool. There are also some A tier skins. One of them is for Escapologist called Bound Star, and another one for Mind's Eye called Redeeming Star. Escapologist one is my favorite from the essence. I don't really like it overall, but it's quite detailed, so it's not too bad. The scarf is quite nice, has some nice patterns on it, and Mind's Eye's one, in my opinion, suits her much better. The glasses are super cute, and the dress's design is pretty nice in my opinion. I like the kind of flowy kind of parts to it. We have some B tiers as well. I believe we could see from the kind of essence trailer. We've got Breaking Wheel, Disciple, Little Girl, Meteorologist, and Novelist, I believe. And of course, they revealed all of the draw reward portraits. If you could open up enough essences, you'll be able to get these ones. They're quite nice. I like the arts that they do every single time. Of course, we're getting the continuation of the Halloween event. I don't think they're adding anything new. Pretty decent whatever we've got already. On the 31st of October, that is Halloween, we're getting Seer's character day, and it's going to be his 7th character day, meaning he's getting an unknown reward as far as I know. I don't really know what he's getting, because we usually have up to the 6th one, I think, and then the 7th one is a secret, so that's quite interesting. We've got Bloody Queen's character day on November 2nd, where she's getting her 6th character day, meaning she's getting a special portrait, so that's nice. On the topics of character days, I believe as of Seer's character day, we're going to be getting a new art style for kind of character day arts. I believe that's what was explained by IDV Clue. Not completely sure if that's what they meant. It could also mean that we're getting a new art style for the character day rewards. I don't really know, but something about us getting a new art style. I think it's the art that they always do for the character days. And something that's currently happening this week, and technically also a little bit of last week, another NetEase game called Onmyoji. You might have heard of it. It's been around for quite a long time. I said it in such a weird way. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, it sounds horrible. Onmyoji. This has currently got a kind of crossover happening with Identity 5 in that game, not in our game, where they have the return of the IDV crossover that they've had in the past. It's bringing along a new game mode and other kind of content related to that. So if you want to go and do that, go over to Onmyoji, or however you pronounce it. As far as I know, that's what we're getting this week, so let's talk about some stuff coming from the future. We've had some more details about the upcoming Conan Doyle crossover part 2 coming on November 6th. If you log in during this event and also share the event, you'll be able to receive 10 crossover essences. I believe they're part 1 essences, or you can choose 800 inspirations, so you get to pick one or the other one. There's a pre-event that it seems to be happening on the same day as the main event. I was a little confused about this, but it says the Mysterious Commission. If you complete the introduction story, you'll be able to receive an exclusive tag reward. Then on the same day, November 6th, we have the main story event. If you complete investigations and commissions, you'll be able to receive the B tier Nightwatch skin called King of Bohemia, who's wearing a very interesting looking mask, a Bloody Queen themed portrait, a graffiti, emotes for the whole Conan Doyle squad from part 1, and I think also part 2. I think Bloody Queen is on that list. I can't remember. I don't have it right here. And even more rewards. We're getting some new store content that we already knew we were getting. That was the Bloody Queen S tier package that includes the Bloody Queen S tier skin Irene Adler and also the A tier accessory that goes along with it. It's called Final Salute. We now know what the accessory looks like. It's like an interesting letter, I believe. This package and this skin, if you want to buy them separately along with the accessory, are echoes only because it's a crossover. Usually crossovers are echoes only, so premium currency. The skin looks really, really gorgeous. It's very, very detailed. I would say it's a little bit difficult to look at in the art. It's quite busy, but I can imagine it will look a lot better in game. And also I think they're trying to showcase that it has 2 alternate forms to it, and they kind of put it into one art. So I think that the theory is that this skin is going to have a similar transformation effect to the SS tier skin that Bloody Queen has, where I believe when she's using her mirror, she kind of transforms into like the white ghost form, where she's going to probably have something similar for this skin as well. We're getting some returning store content, including the Journalist's S tier package that includes the Journalist S tier skin Miss Watson and the accessory that goes along with it. Again, echoes only. And also the A tier room 221B. Fantastic room. I really recommend getting it, but remember it's only echoes, so you can't purchase it with any other currency. But if you're going to spend money on this game and you want to spend a big chunk of money because it does cost quite a lot. This is one of the better rooms you can get. It's almost better than the S tier skin itself. In my opinion, it's actually slightly better than the S tier room because you just have so much more space to work with, and it's kind of more customizable, and the rooms make more sense overall than the kind of S tier one, but that's just my opinion. We're also getting some returning part 1 content, of course, meaning we're getting back the crossover essence part 1. Includes the S tier novelist skin, the A tier postman skin, the first officer A tier skin, and the knight A tier skin, along with all the B tiers such as the ones for meteorologist, painter, embalmer, and disciple. I believe that all of the pulls and the progress you made on the previous essence will still continue to this essence as well, so I think you will be able to continue from where you left off. And the novelist S tier skin that is part of the essence, that is the Sherlock Holmes one, seems to have had some optimizations as they've shown in the art, where they've kind of added more hair under his hat. They've also changed some of the material on his shoulder and other things about that. They've made it just a little bit better overall. We're getting the return of the Lucky Dice event, where I believe you just roll or spend money to be able to get different portraits and portrait frames. The crossover furniture event, where you're able to play matches to receive event tokens to purchase those kind of special furniture pieces, is back again, so you'll be able to get more furniture if you haven't got those ones already. That's all that's been announced. Of course, we've talked about a lot more future content last week. If you want to look at what's coming for the next couple of months, November, December, January, I think even a little bit of February, I can't remember. All of that kind of content was talked about in last week's episode, but of course we'll continue to talk about them as we get more news about them and as we get closer to those events. So if you haven't already, make sure that you click on the video that's on the screen right there, because YouTube thinks that you will like it.